Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. Arvind Kejriwal seems to be literally clinging on to his chair. To be obstinate about running the Delhi government from jail is a choice the scam-tainted Arvind Kejriwal has made. Now, he's made the choice, as I see it, because either he sees a dividend payoff by way of some martyr act he's trying to reap, or because he genuinely doesn't trust a second line of leadership. But beyond the theatrics of Arvind Kejriwal, which has been a constant through his stint in public and political life, the question is it viable for the national capital of India to be governed from a jail cell? Is it possible for millions in Delhi to get their governance from a person who is in a jail cell? Yes, the rule book does not bar Arvind Kejriwal because he is not convicted. But for a man who is presently governed by the jail rule manual, a man who is entangled with security with scrutiny in an act of alleged corruption, should he be allowed to write notes apparently to his government, to be issuing instructions from jail? Is it feasible? Is it constitutionally sanctioned? Is it practical or viable? Or is this a matter that needs some kind of intervention? The electorate of Delhi is about 1.5 crores, ladies and gentlemen, and the answers to their lack of governance is going to come from the compulsions of a man in jail. I think it's a matter we need to think about, no matter what Arvind Kejriwal's reasons and explanations are. And here's my view on it, viewers. I personally think that Arvind Kejriwal is making this look too filmy. It's some kind of a Bollywoodish response to a legal situation. Arvind Kejriwal is trying to make this a bit of emotional drama. I will do it from jail, I will do it from the dungeons, I will rule from a submarine, I will rule it from the skies. I mean, this is not necessary. The reality is that the issues, the files, the situations, the number of meetings that are required to be made before decisions are made cannot be made in a hurry. It cannot be done in a random way. If Arvind Kejriwal does not trust his second line of leadership, he can appoint anyone. He can appoint absolutely anyone he wants as Chief Minister and get the person elected through the legislative process in 6 months. But there's a mix of issues here. I believe the situation is very complex because Arvind Kejriwal is looking at it in 3 ways. One, I genuinely believe that Arvind Kejriwal does not have a second line of leadership. The only person he sort of depended on to some extent, who he made Deputy Chief Minister, is Manish Sisodia. After that, Sanjay Singh and Satyendra Jain. Now, all 4 are in jail. There is a genuine problem of leadership, and I spoke about it that day because everybody else sees themselves as equals. Atishi, Saurabh Bhardwaj, and all Gopal, and all the others, they see themselves as equals. They're not going to report to the other. So there is a problem of leadership. The second is the problem of trust. Arvind Kejriwal does not trust anyone that if he places someone as Deputy Delhi Chief Minister, should he be convicted in the future, will he take away the party with him? That's the second issue. And that second issue is an issue of trust. And the third issue here is that Arvind Kejriwal looks upon politics and public life as some kind of I would say, documentary script or a fiction story script where he sees himself, he pictures himself in the situation of the wounded and martyred person in jail who continues to serve the people from jail. Now people have become practical, Arvind. They are not going to, I know I can't address him, he's probably not watching this in jail, but somebody's got to tell Arvind Kejriwal, people have become practical. People will not really appreciate if there is no drinking water problem, which is so acute in Delhi. There are so many law and order, governance problems in Delhi. People will not appreciate any martyrdom act, and it is not going to last. There will be no sympathy or empathy for Arvind Kejriwal. Beyond a discussion point of 1 or 2 days, the entire issue is going to fizzle away. So my advice is to Arvind Kejriwal and the AAP, be practical about it. Appoint someone else as Chief Minister. Go through the legal process. If you're not convicted, you're going to come out. You can be Chief Minister anyway. Till then, this is no way to operate.